Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria.
And I'm Rosetta. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us this week. And we are coming to you again. We're so happy to see you. We would love for you to watch our chats. And if you love them, the way to show us is to hit the thumbs up, subscribe below. And if you don't want to miss any of our chats when they come available, hit the bell notification below. We would love that. Okay, let's see what tea I'm drinking this week. It's an oldie but a goodie, and I love this one. It is ginger turmeric. This is the Whole Foods organic ginger turmeric, caffeine-free. And let's see what the ingredients are. They are ginger, turmeric, licorice, of course, my favorite, orange peel, and what is it? Orange oil and black pepper. I love it. Again, Whole Foods organic ginger turmeric. There you go. Had it seeping, so I'll do my cheers. Cheers, Gloria.
Cheers.
And you can tell everyone what you're drinking this week, my dear.
Yes. This week I went back to one of my oldies but goodies. It's by First Street and it's called Honey Lemon Ginseng Tea.
Nice.
Yum, 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 yum. Yes. It is green tea, eleutherope root, lemon, licorice, Rosetta's favorite, and roasted chicory, ginger, orange blossom, dried honey, and Asian ginseng.
Nice.
Yum, yum. I love it.
All right. Cheers again to you.
Well, as we always like to do, we like to start our videos off with Ellen. Ellen, we are just so happy that you are doing all the things that you're doing. And I just had an aha moment. On one of her recent shows, she said that she's going to dedicate the next 2 years to uplifting people of all ethnic backgrounds. And she's going to dedicate her shows to, you know, just making the world a better place, which she already does. We know this. And she's always about be kind to one another and listen to one another. And so Rosetta found this cool video.
Yes, I think it's a bit older. It's not her recent videos, but I'm going to share my screen and I love it. So watch what I have to share, everybody. Okay. Share. I know how to do this. I just always forget. Okay, we're ready.
There you go. Yes,
we're ready. There you go.
Mr. Sean, he's from New York, just like me. So it's just like, oh, I grew up in 9 different homes in 10 different years. My mom was working hard. I said, it's about time for me to step my game up. So I started a business. I was hustling in the city, and this guy gave me Mr. Sean Diddy Combs' number. I FaceTimed him, and Mr. Sean didn't answer. And Mr. Sean, he inspired me, and he showed me, like, you can do it. When I started, I looked at Mr. Sean for inspiration. Mr. Sean, he's from New York. He's a hustler, just like me. So it's just like, oh, yo,
whoa,
what's up?
Whoa!
Prime example of who we're going to be giving our Black Excellence Entrepreneur Grants to, and I want to bless you with the first ever Black Excellence Entrepreneur Grant. Open that up.
Wow!
Good for him!
Wow!
Best news ever!
Woohoo!
Well, there you go. That was it. Amazing.
That is wonderful. I tell you, I'm so emotional today.
Stop sharing now.
Yeah, I'm so emotional today. I don't know what's up. I mean, I saw that and I just well up. You know, when you see good human kindness, it fills your heart. It fills your heart. And along the same lines, you know, we're all sequestered at home and, you know, television is everything. However, we're hoping and praying eventually we'll be able to go back to the movie theater. Well, there's a new up and coming movie. I cannot wait to see. I don't want you to stream it. Hear me, people. I want to go to the theater. And it's called Respect.
Yay, I can't wait. Yes, as Gloria
Yes.
said, we don't want this to be on Netflix or to be streamed.
No.
It's one of those films that you need to see on the big screen.
Yes.
So, and we want to show you the trailer of it. So again,
Yes.
share my screen again. Here you go.
You're getting good at that, girl. Wow. Wow. I tell you.
What happened there? I'm sorry, people. This is what happens when you have commercials during your trailer. I'm going to skip that.
Woo. 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 Woo.
How many albums have you had? 4. And no hits. Honey, find the
Mary J.
songs that
Blige.
move you.
Yes.
And you ain't going nowhere.
And Forrest Whitaker.
Yes.
Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me.
I like you to call me Miss Franklin.
Woo!
You have to disturb the peace when you can't get no peace.
Wow.
Well,
Woo!
there you have it, people. That's the trailer.
Yes.
That was so great. So many
excited.
good actors and actresses.
Yes, they were flashing on the screen so fast.
Wasn't that Robert De Niro?
Yes, that's what I was about to say. It looks like Robert De Niro, but I'm not sure. You know, one of the things I love is Aretha got to see this before she made her transition, before she passed. And of all the people that they were looking at, she said that they picked the right girl to play her. The right
because
attitude.
I think you mentioned that Gloria did mention that she interviewed some other people, looked at some other people, right? And
yes.
Who were they thinking of? Fantasia?
Yeah, at one point they looked at Fantasia. They looked at, oh my God, now my brain just went completely blank. A lot of Beyonce. They were just trying to find a woman that could encapsulate the life of her. And so Aretha, you know, she had something to say about it. She wanted it to be someone that could feel the essence of her. And when, you know, Jennifer was selected, she was all in, and she liked the results.
And she was singing the way that she found it. Wasn't she she sung Respect at one of her, one of the awards or some show, right? And that's where she had it.
Yes. And she said, you know, that girl could play me, because she didn't want it to be tracks. She wanted someone to be able to sing, because initially they were just going to like hire somebody and then run the tracks of Aretha's voice. She wanted someone who could sing the way she put it.
I'm so glad that she wanted that, because that would have been so disappointing if they just ran the tracks.
Exactly.
So I can't wait, everyone.
We're ready as soon as we all behave ourselves so we can get out of sheltering at home. We're ready to go to the movies.
Yep.
I love it. So Rosetta and I, we've been, you know, talking a lot about this next topic, and we decided we were going to dedicate a little time to it. So when you hear the words Black Lives Matter, what do you think? What do you hear? You know, there for years, people have asked me, you know, do you see color? And initially, I would always say, no, I'm colorblind, because I don't. And in fact, I do. So I had to flip that because I do see color. It's just that I see beautiful colors of the rainbow. I don't think one color is more beautiful than the other. I don't think one color is more dominant than the other. I just love color. And I am so filled with hope and aspiration when I see our children of today. Gen X doesn't see color. They are beautiful individuals. And what I really love is some of them have an attitude. If you attempt to tell them you can't play with that little boy or that little girl because they're Black or they're brown, you know, they'll tell you, what does that mean? I don't care. That's my friend. They're trying to lead us into the next millennial of life. We have to let go of this color blind behavior. When I hear Black Lives Matter, what that means to me is all lives matter, because Black lives, unfortunately, have been put at the bottom. It doesn't matter what entity you look at, for some reason, the Black lives always fall to the bottom. There are people who are non-Native American born who are put higher than Native American born Indians, Native American born Blacks. So if we can just eliminate that, I think it would open up a brand new world for all of us. I want my children's children to be excited about meeting aliens and going into a place and seeing someone with two little eyeballs. I don't want them worrying about the color of skin and going backwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. And when I hear Black Lives Matter, so this is my little analogy of it. So yes, Black lives do matter. However, I believe all lives matter. And the reason why it's so prevalent around this time in our lives is because Black lives, people of color, have been treated unjustly, more so than white people, which is why we are trying to shed light that they should not be segregated, which is why that's where it came, Black Lives Matter. However,
Right.
I believe that it's great for this time because of the George Floyd and all the other people and Breonna Taylor. It's great, Black lives do matter. But also we have to remember that all lives matter and Blacks are part of all lives.
Yes.
So I think I do understand where people are coming from when they say Black Lives Matter, especially within what's been happening lately in the news, but we also have to remember all lives matter as well. So I was thinking all lives matter, so do Black lives, because they're part of the all lives. So it's kind of long to say, but that's my thinking. Yes, Black lives do matter, and nobody should be treated the way that, you know, that race has been treated lately, of late.
Yes.
It's about love, and I think we should love everyone. Doesn't matter what race. All races matter. All lives matter. So that's what comes to my mind when I think of Black Lives Matter.
Excellent. And one of the things that, and we'll have to do this as another topic. However, what it brings up to me also, when I was a child, even though there was the distinctions of Caucasian American and Black American and Native American Indians and Latino / Mexican / my first person I met, she was Chicano. She was California born Mexican, and she broke it down and she goes, I'm Chicano. And I'm like, okay, girlfriend, whatever, because it didn't matter to me. I was proud of her. The one thing I will say is it led to us as people collaborating for greatness. As a child, I was taught to be the best that I could be. And I was taught that, there would be winners and there would be losers. But as long as you had that desire, you could be the winner. And I think sometimes in the attempt to not hurt our children's feelings, we've made life so convoluted, they don't understand anymore. Because, it used to be the winning team got the trophy. And then the next year you would be like, okay, we're going to kick your butt and we're going to get that trophy. And now everybody gets a trophy. So they've kind of taken that part away. And I wanted to get to the point where all of our children will seek greatness. And one of the components of greatness is to know that we are all one people, the human race. That is what I really, really want for our children to know, so that they're already doing what they can in their own individual ways. I just want them to know that we as parents, we hear them and we respect and honor them, and we are going to work together to do better.
Yes, thank you. Very well said, Gloria. I really believe that, yeah, it's the human race. And what Gloria mentioned in regards to the winning and losing, we can talk about this. This could be another whole new topic, but I'm glad that it was raised and we have awareness of that. But anyone watching out there, if you have an input on this, what do you feel, or what is it that you think about when you hear the words Black Lives Matters? We'd love to get your input and your feedback. So comment below so that we know, because we want interaction with our chats as well. It's not just a one-way stream. We want, you know, back and forth.
Yes.
But be polite, everyone. Be nice and be polite.
Absolutely.
That's all we hope for. Thank you,
That's right.
everyone.
Always lead with love.
Yes.
Speaking of love, why don't you give us a labor of love update?
Okay, labor of love. As you all know, every week I've been doing an update of labor of love. If you're joining us for the first time and have no clue what labor of love is, it's another reality show, one girl and several guys. And the premise of this show is that she's trying to find the right partner so she can have a child with them within the coming year. So that's their criteria. Men have to know that they're coming in to not only, I don't know, I'm sure they're going to get married, but they have to know that they're ready and willing to start a family. So last week's recap was there's 5 men left, and she had dates with every single one of them, and all the dates were very different in of their own. So she had the dates. Then I'm going to cut this short because I don't want to, you know, take too long on it, but she did have separate dates, and at the end, she usually just sits down with a few of the men and she either is yay or nay. So at the end, she picked 3 guys, and the guys that are left are Stuart, Kyle, and Gary. So the person that was kicked out was Trent. I believe it was Trent. Okay. 3, 4, Trent, and there was another guy, I forget who it was. But anyway, there's 3 of them left, and they are Stuart, Kyle, and Gary. So we'll see what happens. It's coming. Oh, and next week what they're doing is that she's going to be going back to their hometowns to meet where their family and where they come from and their surroundings, so she can have a little insight into their lives outside of the show.
Wow.
So that's what they're doing. Yeah, so that's my weekly update. Labor of love, everyone. Check it out.
All right. So now we're going to talk about COVID-19 and the update. As most of you know, the numbers are going up around the United States. They're going up mostly in the United States. A lot of the other countries, they're either flattening or they're going down, they're dipping. However, for us in the United States, they're going up. So our governor just got through doing a press release in which he shared that our numbers are getting too high. As a matter of fact, last night, 110 Californians lost their life. Yesterday, 5,898 new COVID-19 cases. And based on the overall testing number, his goal right now is to always do at least 80,000 tests a day. So that puts us around 6% of the tests came back positive. So I understand that this is, you know, it's 4th of July. Everybody wants to get outside and have some fun. However, we have to be a little responsible. So I just want to give you some staggering numbers because Rosetta and I were like, because we think things are getting better.
So we thought,
So we thought until he shared this information today. In the last 2 weeks, we have had 69,357 new COVID-19 cases, which brings our total case to 222,917. Over the last 2 weeks, 859 Californians have lost their life, which brings our numbers to 5,980 total deaths. So what he did is he put up a picture, and he said there are counties that are being impacted right now by the numbers going up. So there's 19 counties. They are Contra Costa, Fresno, Glenn, Imperial, Kern, Kings, Los Angeles, Merced, Orange, Riverside, Sacramento, San Bernardino, San Joaquin, Santa Barbara, Santa Clara, Solano, Stanislaus, Tulane, and Ventura. Those counties are to immediately close their indoor operations. And what that means, the sectors that they have to close are restaurants, wineries, and tasting rooms, which I'm very sad about because I was looking forward to going back, movie theaters, family entertainment centers, zoos and museums, and card rooms.
So does that mean that, sorry, I'm going to interrupt you for a little bit.
Yeah,
so that means that if you're indoors, but if you have outdoor seating, I guess that's allowed, right? Is that what he's saying?
So far, outdoors is still allowed as long as you practice. And I think this is hard. How do you wear a mask and eat? However, wear a mask and 6 feet of distancing. So I'm sure if you're there and you're eating, you can lay your mask to the side and eat, and then, you know, put it back on. So they didn't say anything about outdoors. It's only indoors. And I was really shocked because they were saying that they're having to threaten people with taking away their liquor license. And I thought to myself, I didn't know there were any open bars.
Well, not around here, there aren't any.
But apparently down in Southern California, they had some open bars. So they're having to work on that. I was like, oh my God. So another thing that he said, all state beach parking lots are closed. So I don't know about you. How do you go to the beach if you can't get inside? You know, if you can't park your car. So our suggestion is before you know, go away this weekend for the 4th of July, like trying to go to Santa Cruz or, you know, San Francisco, any place where there's beach access, our suggestion is that you call before you travel, because they, you know, he's real serious, because what he said, if we can't do this and get our numbers going back down and flattening, he will take the necessary action. And I don't think people want to be forced to do things. However, wearing a mask should not be that detrimental to you. It's a mask. You wear the mask, and it's not just for you, it's for the people around you. And I just saw a new demonstration of how a cough or a sneeze under a mask transforms. Rosetta and I are going to do a little bit more research, and then next week we will share the video with you so you can see how it goes from like 8 feet to 2.5 inches, depending on the type of mask. They're going to break it down between surgical mask, cloth mask, single cloth, because everybody's, you know, taking an old pair of socks and making their own masks. So we're going to just, you know, give you a little bit more information about that next week. But in its essence, things are going up, and we all need to figure out how to help slow it down.
Yes, everyone, please, please wear your masks when you're going out. I know it's uncomfortable, and I find it uncomfortable, especially when it's the hot weather. It's like 90 or 100 degrees out there, and you're walking around with a mask. It's not comfortable, but we have to do what we need to do to get those numbers back down.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Rosetta and I, we were having a conversation about music, you know, and we just started talking about, you know, current music. And I am an R&B girl, you know. I've evolved to the point where I learned to love jazz, and my dad, before he passed, he was really into blues. So I got to love blues as I got older. When I was younger, I was like, oh, I don't want to hear that junk. And then I got to the place where I could hear B.B. King, Albert King, and I'd be like, yeah, baby. So Rosetta and I, we were just commenting recently, what is it about the current music industry that young ladies have to almost be, you know, they can't wear a lot of clothing to be a big popular star.
Semi naked.
You know, yeah, you know, what requirement, because if it was just one, you would say, okay, she's crazy. It's across the industry. So, you know, we've just been trying to figure it out. And we were also making a joke because, you know, most of the music that is currently being released is a sampling. It's not an authentic, created piece of music. When you hear Aretha Franklin, what you hear, they created. That was not like, oh, let's go in the studio and take a little bit of, you know, P. Diddy and put in a little DJ Khaled and add in a little bit of this and come up with a new sound. They created the sound themselves, you know, beating on a pan, you know, playing a piano. So we were just laughing, and we would love to hear what you all think about current music and the music trends and the dress for a female artist versus the dress and attire of a male artist.
Yes, because it seems like men still get popular, whatever they wear, but women, in order to get the likes and the followings, they have to dress in a certain way, which is quite scantily clad. And we were talking also about the recent BET Awards, and we noticed that a lot of them, not all of them, because there were some, like Alicia Keys, she dresses quite nicely. There were some, I don't remember the name of the artist. Who was the name of the lady that was all out there? She was...
her name was Megan Thee Stallion.
So Megan, there you go. That's the name of her, Megan Thee Stallion. And she had her video playing, and she was all up in the camera, and it wasn't very tasteful, but I don't know.
I mean, she's a pretty girl. I just didn't understand why. Yeah, and I think it has to do with the industry, because no one would just put on a performance like that if they feel they had to do it to get the likes. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, she could have sounded perfectly fine without what she was doing, the twerking and the, you know, the stuff she was wearing was very, very, her clothing was like less than all there. But people like that. I mean, that's the generation, but people like that. But what is it? I mean, why is it? That's what we are not really quite understanding. And then me and Gloria were reminiscing about I like R&B as well. I'm back to the 80s. That's my era. Like where there was New Edition, and then there was Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston back in those days.
Yes, and In Vogue and SWV, Sisters with Voices.
Yes.
I mean, you know, they seem to be able to do well. Even, oh my God, what is the name of them? It was Chili, Left Eye, and
TLC.
T-Boss. Yes. I mean, they wore the cutest little outfits, and they do the cutest little dances.
And they still look cute. Yeah.
Yes. We were talking about, you know, like my son calls that throwback music. You know, he'll be like, I'll hear something and he'll be, oh, Mom, that's the jam. And I said, oh, that's blah, blah, blah. And he goes, that's throwback. And I go, if you listen to the beat and the tempo, all they did was sample. So our 80s were, music was just all that.
That's my era. I love that because I went to high school and that was my era. Remember all those, who else, like Lisa Cult Jam?
Yes.
Expose.
Yes.
Those were it. And if you are part the same with us and you like it, give us a whoop whoop and a shout down below.
That's right.
Comment below who are your favorites. Remember Johnny B and Stevie B and
yes. I mean, when music to me was just amazing. So give us a shout out and let us know what you think. We'd love to hear it. Also at the BET Awards, like Rosetta said, there were special performances by John Legend, Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys and her piano, and she was on top of a collage of all the names of all the recent Black individuals that have lost their lives for one reason or another, and it was just sad to see. And then Beyonce received the BET Humanitarian Award from, of course, First Lady Michelle Obama, and it was just really beautiful to see her. And, you know, she called Beyonce her girl, and I thought that was just so sweet.
I love
and Beyonce said that she was grateful for the inspiration that people give her to do what she does.
And she looked really nice when she had that speech going. She looked gorgeous. Her hair, her face was flawless, very well put together.
Absolutely. It was a great night. And before that, there were the Daytime Emmy Awards, and they did those remote as well. And that was hosted by the Ladies of the Talk, and The View won.
Oh,
And
nice.
yes, and the producer of The View, he was so cute. The Monday after it aired, he wore the same shirt that he wore that night when he learned that the show had won, and he said he was never taking it off. And Whoopi, she goes, "Remind me not to stand too close to you." I thought that was so cute. So cute.
Well, that's
so
great. Congratulations, The View. We
yes.
Yes. You've been on the air for a long time.
Yes, you know, they won once before for host. They had never won for the show. So this was the first win for The View, the show. So
good.
Yes, Whoopi and the ladies were all quite excited. And our congratulations go out to everyone from the BET Awards as well as the Daytime Emmy Awards. Congratulations. So how about some quarantine lighten up jokes?
Okay, quarantine question. I love this. Love this. Okay, let's go. Here you go. All right. Question number 1. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life?
Rewind. Because sometimes in the moment, you might say or do something 10, 15 minutes later, you think to yourself, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. So I would want to rewind.
Rewind back to all those times where you thought, shoot.
You know, dang it.
Yes, me too. I would rather have rewind. So pause would be weird. I mean, does that mean that everything is paused apart from you? Or are you still paused?
I know.
So that's weird. Okay. So question number 2. For your birthday, would you rather receive cash or gifts?
I actually would prefer gifts because cash is nothing. You just go to a bank, an ATM, and get it. A gift, you have to think. And I drive my family nuts because they want gift cards. And I'm like, well, buy your own. Because I like to take the time to know the person, know what they like, and buy them something that's reflective of what they like.
Very good. Me too. Because gifts it's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, cash, I understand some people do give cash because they have no clue what to give someone. And if that someone says, oh, it's okay for you to give me cash, that's fine. But generally, I like to get to know someone, understand what their likes are and their dislikes, and buy something specific to them. So it means something.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
Yep. All right. Would you rather always have a song stuck in your head or always have an itch you can't reach?
I don't want the itch. I'm always trying to get up against a wall to scratch my back. So I would prefer a song stuck in my head.
Okay. So I've had it where I've had an itch. And you know, have you ever had an itch where you have shoes on and it's on the bottom of your foot? Oh my God, and you can't get to it. Oh my God, that's like really, really awful. But if you can survive that long enough for that time to come and go, then you're
Yes,
good. Sometimes itches is like, oh my God, gotta do it. And then you
I
wait
know.
so long that that moment's passed and you're not itchy anymore.
Yeah, or like you're out and like say you're out in a public setting and you get an itch, you can't always scratch it, and that's torment.
An itch in a place where you don't want people to see you itching, scratching.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Would you rather live in an amusement park or live in a zoo?
Ooh. Okay, you're gonna probably think this is strange. I would prefer to live in the zoo. I have on several occasions gone to San Diego to the zoo. When I went to Singapore, I went to the night zoo, which was very different.
Oh, I went there.
I love it. And I think it's just awesome because my minister always said, there is a communication link between man and animals. So whenever I'm in the zoo, like I'll go, hi, baby, hi, and people look at me like, okay, she has lost her mind. But I love that, sometimes like the baby tigers, oh my God, they purr like a cat. I just want to get in the cage and play. So I would do the zoo.
You would do the zoo. I like that. And I like your answer to that. I do like the
Yes.
zoo myself. However, what I'm scared about is being in the zoo at nighttime. I'm a big scaredy cat at nighttime, not being able to see what's happening around me and all these animals. So you don't know.
I can't believe
I don't
you
like
did
the dark.
Singapore. I can't believe you did the one in Singapore. It's at
Well, that
night,
was
in the
different.
dark.
Well, that was different because I was surrounded by other tourists on the track.
That's true. Lots of people. True.
And we had our video. Remember back in the days, you have your camcorders, the Sony camcorders. We had a night vision on that, so we could video with our night vision. So that was fine. But living there and sleeping there, that scares me a bit.
Yes. Okay. That makes sense. So you would go for the amusement park. Is that what I'm hearing?
I think I'd go amusement park nighttime, zoo daytime.
Well, see, I'm like you. I'm as scared as I am of, like when we were in Singapore, they're like, you want to go to the reptiles? I was like, no, I don't want to go to the reptile section. I know the snakes are there. Fine. However, I'm not big on roller coasters and things like that. So, me being in an amusement park is just kind of like a waste of money. I always feel bad when I go because I spend money to have full access and then I don't get on any rides.
Well, I'm the same way. I'm exactly the same way. I won't do roller coasters. But what I love about going to the amusement park is just seeing other people enjoying themselves. I like seeing my son and my husband happy. And that's my enjoyment. I mean, I don't mind going on those slower rides, but when it comes to roller coasters, I will not do it.
You and me, we are definitely
just thinking about it. Like if I'm at the amusement park and my husband said, let's go, come on, let's go. Just thinking about it gives me palpitations.
I love it. We completely agree. I like the double merry-go-round.
Yeah, merry-go-round is as far as I go.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Yes.
Would you rather have anything you touch turn into gold or anything you touch turn into diamonds?
Ooh. Oh, Rosetta, that is the one of the day. That's the best. I would say gold. I don't know. I love diamonds. Okay, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to say diamonds because you can carry a lot more diamonds than you can gold. Gold would be heavy, and so I would go for anything you touch turns to diamonds because diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yes. Well, I'm like you. I love gold. Gold and pink are my two favorite colors. However, I like bling, 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 sparkle.
Yes.
And you're right. Diamonds are lighter. And I think I would go with diamonds as well because I love the glitter, the glam, the sparkle.
Yes.
But if it was gold with some sparkle in it, that would be good as well.
That's right. See, we can't lose. Either way, it's good.
Yes, there you go. All right. And the last question is, would you rather have unlimited ice cream or unlimited cake?
Ice cream. I am an ice cream girl. I love ice cream. I just don't allow myself to eat ice cream because ice cream is not good for me. Most of the time I try and eat as natural as I can. And I follow the Dr. Oz rule of 5 ingredients or less. So I'm a vanilla Haagen-Dazs girl. And I haven't had ice cream in probably 5 months and I love it. I mean, I could eat like a half a pint of Haagen-Dazs at a time.
Wow.
I don't buy it, so I don't eat it. But
Okay.
I would take ice cream over cake.
Okay. Well, if I was splurging, I would go for cake. I love ice cream, but I don't do, when I buy ice cream, I try and get the one, I've had ice cream that's non-dairy, which is very, very nice. I
Right.
don't mind dairy, but I try and eliminate dairy as much as possible. If I'm splurging, then I
Right.
prefer cake, and cake is fine. I love
Yes.
cake, and the cake I like is I like the light cake, not the dense cakes, and I don't like
Oh,
buttercream.
okay.
Has to be
Yeah.
whipped cream or fondant.
Yes. Yes. I don't like that buttercream. It's just like sugar. Ugh.
Yeah, yeah.
Too
So cake
sweet.
for me, but I will do ice cream. But if I had to choose one or the other, it would be cake for me.
All right. All right. Those questions were fabulous. Great job. Great job.
Thank
So
you.
everyone, thank you so much for joining us once again. And as we always like to end our show thinking about Ellen, and please, please, please be kind to one another, and please listen to one another. Listen to the words that you say. Don't just say something because someone says this is what you should say, this is how you should feel. Listen to your gut. And if you say something, I want you to always think before you let the words leave your mouth. If someone was saying that to me, how would I feel?
Correct, 100% correct. I agree with you on that. And everyone, we really appreciate you joining our chat this week. We love it. We talked about a lot of things, but again, as I mentioned, please comment below. If you have any feedback or comments, we would love it. Don't hold back, but be kind. As Gloria said, be kind to one another and think of the words that you are saying. But we would love your feedback. If any of you out there have, a tea shop, you make teas, you would like us to review them, please, comment below because we would love to try them and we would love to review them on one of our future chats. And if you have a tea shop that has outdoor seating, maybe we'll come and visit sometime.
Yes, we would love to.
Yes, so hit us up and we would love to feature you on one of our chats because we are Silicon Valley girls, chat over tea.
Yes.
So thanks everyone. And remember to always keep smiling.
Keep smiling.
Bye-bye now. Take care. Stay safe. Be positive.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.